Last week, Bryson made a paint booth and painted the first kitchen cabinet. In the bathroom, we put up a curtain, made towel racks, and a place to store toilet paper. The part finally arrived for the foundry, so Bryson made the molds for the cabinet handles in the bathroom. Stay tuned as we continue on the additions to the main house.
A few weeks ago, the propane torch arrived, and then we realized we couldn't hook it up to the propane tank because we needed an adapter. A week ago, we got the adapter, and that allows us to connect the torch to the propane tank. And now this week, we're assembling it all and putting it inside the foundry. So right now, I've got some aluminum in there that I've used in previous projects, melted aluminum cans. Beautiful. I'm just waiting for that to heat up hot enough to start liquefying the aluminum.
You done?
It will be 15 minutes, probably. I'm adjusting the torch a little bit too, trying to get that perfect. There's a noise to a foundry that you hear and you're like, oh, that's it. Alright, what's happening, Mom?
This is a plastic door. It didn't match in here with this light brown, so I thought I would just go over it with this red oak. I'm a little nervous about it because it's a plastic door. It has those ridges in it like for the fake wood. I started doing it and really started turning out well.
Yeah, like a bunch of colors you didn't even know it had. I mean, the stain helped enhance, but it just turned out really nice.
And then I was able to pack that hole that where Bryson had put his knee through the door with the sheetrock mud, and then was able to stain over that.
Awesome, Mom. Look at that color. It matches the shower, matches Dad's cabinet. Oh, look, you can see me. Hi there.
We ended up liking it so much that we're not gonna get a new door. It's just the door.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That just, oh, that looks so much better than that. Did you guys see this door?
And then I went ahead and stained around the door frame as well and the other side.
So it all fits together nicely.
Those are the drawers. Ooh, I like those.
Went with some different hinges that I've not used before, so it was kind of fun. I had to have a little template and cut out these little holes to inset the hinges actually into the doors, which is kind of cool. Yeah, let me show you. Let me get these out and it's crazy. Here's our doors. And these are hinges. We'll go on like this. And then when the door opens, they're really cool. They're a self-closer. Open it up and you close it, it just kind of goes.
Slag on top. I get it liquid and then I wait just a little bit to make sure it gets hot. And this particular batch, I want it to pour nice. I want it to get in all the nooks and crannies. Finally hot enough to pour. And you're supposed to have all these little fancy tools to hold the crucible in place, which is the chamber for melting the aluminum, but I don't have those fancy tools, so I just use a makeshift metal pliers that we made. I think Garen made them a while back. Okay, are we ready for our first one? Actually, I'm gonna come around this way. When I'm pouring the mold, you can almost tell if the aluminum poured into the mold or not. So I was a little bit concerned about some of them because I was like, oh no, I didn't feel the aluminum go into the mold very well. I just felt it sit on the top of the surface. Last one.
Good enough?
Just barely. This was one of the first times that I've been successful really with green sand.
These guys poured, this guy poured beautifully. I saw stuff come out of there, which just means it's using that as a vent hole. That's what it's supposed to do.
Whenever I do a project, especially an aluminum cast, I'm always analyzing it, figuring out what do I need to do to make it better next time. And I think the next time thing will be adding toppers up the molds so that it will catch any extra aluminum so there's no overspill. There's a nice container to catch it.
Right now they're cooled on the surface, but the internal needs time to kind of,
Oh, okay.
you know.
We have found this, which we think would be a good piratey thing. Needs a little cleanup. I think that'll work. Yeah, I would think all we would need is just one side. Oh.
Let's see though, I don't know how they work, if they work together or not.
We decided we wanted to change the handle now, because now the handle's gold and everything else is silver.
It doesn't match, and now we're matching things, so.
It's a different contraption, but you know, we have to try.
That's right.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Okay, so now the question is, can we spray paint this?
It's worth a shot.
So we decided that since we couldn't fit that door handle, we would spray it with a chrome spray. The other thing that we wanted to spray at the same time were those white pipes that were underneath the sink.
What else are we spraying? Oh, we're spray painting those.
These things down
Let's
here.
just-
We needed to get them out. Gary and Bryson are out working. Bree decides she's
I'll do it. Put my plumber hat on that I've never worn before. And I just took those little suckers out. Unbelievably easy. I don't want the scratches. No scratches, possibly.
Oh, that was bad, huh?
Oh, it just smells like toothpaste.
Oh, you did it. You are a genius. Oh, ooh, now you gotta get it. You gotta get that out of the water.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, that is lovely.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever smelled gray water. Please stop.
Ooh, that's kind of gross. Now does it smell like toothpaste?
No. I was looking forward to washing up, and so obviously the closest thing was the sink. Okay, you there. You saw me take out the sponge.
Oh no, you washed your hands?
I don't have blonde moments very often, but that was definitely one of them.
Right, the handles are here. They said solid in the advertising.
Are they solid?
I don't think so.
What does that feel very solid to you? That's hollow.
So now we're going to go ahead and return those and order some new ones.
Wasn't a solid purchase, let me tell you something.
We can't call Bryson a boy anymore, guys.
It has to be called a man.
So sad.
He's officially 20 today. No longer a teeny bopper.
2 decades.
Just crazy. They grow up and stuff. We kept feeding him, and look what happens when you keep feeding him.
Well, we were all in our 20s together. We'll all be in our 20s together. We'll all be in our 30s together. I just have to brave it alone for a couple years.
And I never know how these are gonna turn out. It's a puzzle. It's a present almost to open it up and find
Let's
out.
see it.
Out of all the casting, all your work, it's about ready to be revealed. Not bad, not bad. These I feel they may have not turned out. Oh.
Wow.
That looks pretty nice actually, doesn't it? Maybe it's usable. That's not bad. I can clean them up. The thing is, they're gonna look a little rustic. This one, I feel like poured beautifully.
Okay, let's see the beautiful one.
Yeah, it turned out bad.
That one turned out beautiful, huh?
Yeah, that sure did.
I think they look beautiful. I think once we sand them and stuff, they'll look better. There's some improvements, like you could see like spots where aluminum didn't get, where there's hollow spots in it. But for now, I think these parts are gonna look great. After we sand them, it's gonna give them a worn look, and that's gonna make them look really cool.
A lot of work, but they do look gorgeous.
Some of these are just like perfect. All that time you spent has been worth it.
What you doing, Mom?
We're making a cheesecake for Bryson for his birthday. We usually do little ice cream cakes.
Okay, we didn't get the handles on yet still. We brought the cabinet in, set it up, and then I came in later to put in the doors and to put in hardware and that kind of thing. That was kind of easy. Once I had the holes done and the hinges attached, I could just take them and just set them right up in and just run a screw in. That was really simple. Looking good. It'll be pushed over this way and pushed back.
We kind of left Gary on his own to figure out all these cabinet things.
No, it's just like, you got the cabinets, right? Okay, good.
Finally, he's like, hey, you guys want to tell me what you think you want? You want drawers? You want cupboards?
We decided to approach it like we were going to bake something. It was a piece of cake.
Probably took... Gary already planned for this. This will be our pots and things that will go into the oven. And then we were thinking like baked goods in here. Maybe some long cabinets. Our cookie sheets. Then here put things that we would need for
Washing dishes. I think are just the cooking stuff around the cooking stuff. Baking around the baking stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Took a whole 5 minutes. But I'm glad we did it because we would have been frustrated.
Why did you put
that there? You'd be like,
I don't know, you left it up to me. I thought it looked nice, all right?
What'd you get?
Drill bits and a wrench set.
Since Garen took all our tools. I should say Garen took his own tools.
Drill bits. Oh, look at these are all set up for impacts. And then I got this for my birthday as well. So essentially, got everything I need.
A couple of modifications to our toilet paper storage holder thingamajig. Let's get a new hat and new shoes. We're going to change out this cap with this cap because, well, it's cooler. We are going to add some rubber pads because this sits on the bathroom floor.
Oh. What happened? Did you just go right through the rubber?
Kind of. I didn't know they could do that. Lesson learned. We wanted to put a new nut on the top of it so that it matched the other ones, and also put some feet on the bottom because it's a bathroom. The floor is just naturally going to get wet, and we were concerned that that wood was going to get ruined.
You got that all done, and it's nice and stable and sturdy in there. That's good.
There's always a little section of leftover aluminum that's not part of the part, it's just hanging out there because that's where the aluminum went into the part. Easy peasy, I just simply cut that off. I put it in a vise to hold it and then I cut it with an angle grinder. My biggest fear is getting a little piece of aluminum stuck in my eye. So I just always wear safety glasses. And that guard, I keep that guard faced away from me. Take anything like this and tuck it in my shirt because I always get afraid that that might catch in the grinder and they're like... I could have used like a hacksaw to cut that off.
Yeah.
I like to live on the edge of the angle grinder. Yeah, okay. Trim it up a little bit. Sometimes there's little defects in the part that just need to be smoothed out.
Did it work?
No.
I'll put it in the vise. Let's take it right out, okay?
Thank you.
That's good. Perfect. Yeah. We've all lost things out of our back pockets to the great abyss known as the toilet bowl.
The toilet paper holder, we felt like it needed to have a little shelf. We looked at Pinterest and came up with a shelf idea. We're gonna get started on that.
Back at it again. Again, to the store we go for the same kind of parts, so we know it very well.
Yeah, assembling this for building a new little shelf for the phone on the toilet paper. There's a spacer.
So Dad made us the little shelf. He did a really great job, stained it all up, and we're just waiting for it to dry so we can put it in.
The island wasn't just a simple rectangle or a square. It had a square end on it, which I'm gonna round those corners off a little bit that we're gonna use for the kitchen. I had to make it sturdy enough to hold concrete because we're gonna do concrete countertops. The stovetop needs to be held up pretty firmly, so I'm gonna put in some cross braces this direction to here so that when the stovetop sets inside on top of my 2 1/4 inches of concrete that's going on top, it can easily take the weight.
So it's the island?
Yeah, part of the island, yep.
Is this a center section?
This is the center divider, and this is the cabinet for the drop-in stove. These are the cross braces that'll go underneath the stovetop inside the cabinet in this area. There'll be 2 more approximately here to hold up this side. This is the center section now installed. 2 1/4 of concrete will set on top of the plywood that we're going to set on top of this.
Fancy.
Fancy. I didn't really have many problems in creating the island itself. I just need enough strength to be able to hold up the concrete. Drawers on my right and rolling or pull out shelves from a cabinet on the left.
That was the next idea, try to spray paint it. Don't know if that's gonna work or not. Sprayed them all up with that chrome spray. We'll see how that looks.
Yeah, it's all shiny now.
We had some friends over the weekend, and the curtain was there's big huge wrinkles in it. You couldn't really see that pretty ship.
So Mom mentioned ironing it. She goes, ironing it? Who irons a shower curtain? That did not stop her. Afterwards, I read on the tag that we had taken off that you weren't supposed to iron it, so.
I'm glad we didn't see that.
Now it's time to start drilling the holes in the backs of these bathroom handles to the cabinets. So we're gonna go ahead and drill a few holes in the bottom. You drill a hole where you want a bolt to go, and then in those holes we're gonna tap them so that we can screw bolts into them. Basically thread the tap in, it creates the threads for the bolt. Just like this piece here, and now that will allow us to attach on. Yeah, I gotta do that to all of the pieces.
Which I think is so cool, what he's able to do. Bryson has gone from this plastic to this beautiful aluminum casted piece.
It's got a real smoothness to it.
And it feels solid.
Bryson's even going to polish them up even more, which is, I can't even imagine them being any nicer than this.
Yeah, done a great job.
And I could polish these up so they look like mirrors, but I feel like that's too much.
We want them rustic looking.
All right, last piece done. Let's go install them.
We're going to learn how to fold towels this morning. Mom has started on the project.
Bree, look at this. This is so cute. They're towel animals. Is that the cutest thing ever?
Yes.
Look at, my favorite one is this one here, an elephant. It's called, the website is maketowellanimals.com.
Make towel?
Oh, make towel.
So perhaps we can find something a little bit more useful to our day today.
I'll do some more.
As much as that is cool, I'm not gonna deny that that's cool. But and there's a lot of cool stuff on the internet. But we ended up just going, well, let's just wing it.
Look at that, Bree.
We found some tassels.
But those look piratey, shippy.
Oh, we can try them.
Shay must have picked these up. I hope she's okay with us using them.
And then we found those tassels.
Yeah, and as long as Shay doesn't watch, we're good.
I am putting in our handles for the cupboard here in the bathroom. I thought I was so smart and I was just eyeballing it. And then I realized that I need to know the distance between each one of these. I've got to drill 2 precise holes. You line it up with the center, about right there. Press on it, pull it off, and it makes 2 indents. Oh. And now I know where my holes need to go.
That's perfect. I think you're on the right track. Bree did a great job. I just think they're very, very cute. Dad said that they look like an admiral.
Yeah.
Colors of an admiral. So we kind of got now a pirate admiral theme.
Yeah, we do. It's all prim and proper.
Yes, it is.
Drill set. I got it. Now, did I wreck Dad's beautiful cabinets or did I make them better? We're gonna find out. First bolt through. All right, there it is. It's got lots of character to it. See all the wear and tear of all the years it's gone through being out in the sea, you know? I really loved this little divot in this particular one. Should I face it downwards, like that? Or should I face it upwards?
I foresee dirt and muck getting into that one little divot.
It really looks cute though.
It does look fun. We'll fill it up with water and you can sip out of it. Last knob?
I think so. Let me just straighten it. They don't seem overly rough either. You know, I feel like it's a smooth bump if there is a bump.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Looks really good.
Oh my gosh, that's just beautiful. Wow. So cool.
We were going to wrap up the bathroom this week, but we had so many ideas that we really want to do. We are going to extend it following week because we got to wait on some parts for Bryson to print. Next week, the tentative plan is to finish up the bathroom, and then the following week, we'll have the full version of the bathroom. The t-shirt or merch design of the week is the ship scene thing that I did. We're going to have it printed as a canvas for the bathroom. We figured since we're doing it, we might as well throw it into the shop too. So if you're interested in picking up some merchandise guys with this design, please do. The link will be down in the description. While we're waiting for the weather to warm up, for Garen and Ellie get back working on the cabin, Dad will continue working on the kitchen. We are going to help him as much as we can, and we'll also be doing various other projects around the homestead. One being a review of all of our rooms. We're going to be going through them, talking about what we liked, what we didn't like, maybe making some adjustments, some changes, and some modifications to them as well. So stay tuned for that. We really appreciate you hanging out with us and being a part of our family. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Thank you. I kept thinking there was a chicken inside.
Yeah, last night as I was cooking and in the kitchen and stuff, I almost shoot him away. Get out of here! Get out!
Trying to figure out what to name him.
We need a name.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Hook up the propane tank to the torch.
To the porch?
To the porch.
Just in case you need to just make that thing go?
Yep. So if you remember last week, where the part I got, where it fits is where?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You're the expert.
Well, what part are we talking here? Gotcha.